All right, before we go, we want to let our audience know that everyone's favorite race baiter, Nicole Hannah-Jones, will be teaching a course this fall at Howard University. Wow, the author of the highly criticized 1619 Project, released by the New York Times, is ironically teaching a course on the topic at Howard. The course undoubtedly will focus on retelling, editing, changing American history through the lens of slavery. Howard University's Center for Journalism, oh my goodness, you got to use that word loosely now, Journalism and Democracy, is also led by none other than Nicole Hannah-Jones, who says the purpose of the program is to promote, quote, historically informed, investigative journalism that, got to get my shovel out here, that meets with the urgency, the threats to our democracy, and for broader representation among the nation's investigative reporters. It sounds like a class you would maybe spend a little money on, or no? Or no.
Or no.
Or no.
Or no.
Or no.
Waste of money, waste of time. I do like that there was a secondary professor listed, which makes me think that she's not even going to show up half the time, that the other person's actually going to be the one doing the teaching, and she's just on the docket because, you know, she's a tenured professor.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to a much more entertaining and educational story as Texas mom Letitia Witherspoon has taken to social media with a hilarious public service announcement for all you parents that struggle with the dreaded school drop-off line. Watch this.
All right, first thing first, put your kids on the passenger side of the car. All right, if you got multiple of them, teach them how to 1-2 step on out, slide, shuffle, whatever you got to do, get them out the car. 2, teach them how to hold the latch. All right, we're gonna be holding this latch. When we get about 3-4 cars out from our turn, they know what to do. All right. 3rd, stay with me. They should have their backpacks on in the car. It's okay. It's working on their posture. Let them sit up. They need to be ready to go. 4, y'all have got to stop getting out the car opening the doors for them. Let them open their own damn door. They take too much time. And 5, most importantly, y'all, we are yielding. It's not a stop, it's a yield. We already going 5 miles per hour. We're going to reduce that thing down to about 3, but we're not coming down to 0.
We are yielding. It's a yield.
It's a yield.
It's not a stop.
It's not a stop. This is a yield. I mean, she's right. You're only driving like half a mile an hour. Just jump on out, kids.
Yeah, and the backpacks, when you backpacks on in the car, that helps good posture.
Good posture.
Was that helpful advice, though, to drop off lines? I didn't realize that was a problem across the country.
Yeah, apparently nowadays. See, I rode the bus, so there was no drop-off line. I didn't know drop-off line was a thing until like 5 years ago. But yeah, parents, I mean, maybe take a couple nuggets from what she said.
Yeah.
It couldn't hurt.
All right, finally, let's wrap things up with everyone's favorite satire site, the Babylon Bee.
Here are this week's top 5 Babylon Bee headlines.
We've picked our favorite Babylon Bee headlines to see which one should be crowned Queen of the Hive. Numero uno. Let's start with this one. Powerless figurehead leader with no official responsibilities still alive. Number 2. Meghan Markle concerned Queen's death may yank her from spotlight for a few days. Number 3. Stacey Abrams announces that with a heavy heart, she will succeed Elizabeth II as Queen, Elizabeth II. Next, Gavin Newsom, now running ads in Florida and other states where people can still turn on their TVs. And finally, California government recommends purchasing a giant hamster wheel to charge your electric car. Katie, they're all very different this week. They're not the same theme.
There's 2 themes there. You got Newsom and then you got the Queen. The first one, though, you have to understand, if you were just listening, that it says powerless figurehead leader with no official responsibility still alive, and then it's a picture of Joe Biden. So that's where the joke is. So if you understand, you have to have the visual there with that one. So that was but the Stacey Abrams one, and Meghan Markle, all the ones with the Queen. I'm going with the Queen.
The Queen theme.
The Queen.
On the Babylon Bee. Thanks, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this segment. More to come next time, of course.